What's up, everybody? This is Kieran Reese, otherwise known as the Obsessive Compulsive Gamer, the O.C.G, and I am here playing Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, hopefully in live. I'm gonna make sure I'm live. Okay. Thank you, Lots. I appreciate you. Yeah, I forgot about that. Well, I hope you recover. Ah. Fucking shit. Ah! I still don't understand the timing of these fucking platforms, I swear to God. But they honestly became almost random. Hold on one second. Huh.
That's really weird. I don't know.
Okay. Sorry, I haven't been talking as much to you. I've been really busy for one, and then for two, I adjusted my off from 50 to 100 milligrams, and once it levels out, I'll be fine, but until it does, I'm just, perpetually tired. Okay, alright, let's try doing this. Okay. Damn it. Okay, I got this. I had the principal, right? Okay. No, okay, let's try this again. Okay. Yeah, that should be it. And then, shit, so close. I never used to get my shit so I can necessarily the way. Well, blam! See, some of the puzzles in this game area are fucking mind-bending. Like, they're really good. They're almost trippy to wrap your head around, you know what I mean? God, that's fucking trippy! Ah, I get it now. Okay. Now, wait a minute. Okay. Okay. Okay, I got this. What is he doing? And then he's going to need him. Oh shit! New ability! Okay. That's kind of insane. I can switch dimensions now.
He's always here.
And I can do that with a click of a button, so now they're gonna expect me to do that. Oh, I need to keep going down.
Well,
Let's see if I can upgrade any more of my shit. Upgrade my bow. And then I can get, with the last of my money, I can get healing of efficacy.
Well.
Now, where's the nearest fast travel place? Right, okay.
I've come to enlighten you as promised.
Oh, that's right, I have more amulet slots now. Oh god, I hate these fucking things.
Even my light cannot shine beyond the place of its beginning. Goodbye, Argon.
Ah, okay.
Saga. Oh, crumbs and sour sky. You will need more of this to meet the dark. You must show courage and clever. Listen carefully. Among the trees, beneath the boughs, see and a labyrinth. With cleverness and
I'll prove I have what it takes.
you are driven in spirit. Use your eye, thingamabob. As for me, I don't.
What do you mean when all hell?
I do want to watch those.
Oh, so I can't get to that either. Fuck. Okay. Well, I guess I gotta go this way then.
Hi, Sargon. Lend me your Eye of the Wanderer. I'll add the information I've gleaned about this area.
Shit. Oh, sweet, fast travel spot. Oh, yeah! And that's pretty much back the way I came, so I'll keep heading this way. But it's good to have that fast travel spot. Ah, fucking bugs. But yeah, I honestly think this game is fucking awesome. There's so many, like, trippy fucking cool shit in this game. It's really, really inventive. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, so I guess I have to go the other way. Alright. Okay. Oh. And fuck it, that's a short pit. Might as well drop down and see what's in there. Oh shit. Yeah, well, a good amount of XP, so. What the fuck? Oh, there's a secret wall. How about that? Ooh, a bunch of XP. Ah, damn it. Get fucked, bitch! Okay, now we're back to where I was. Yeah, do you like For Honor? I couldn't really get into it. That sucks. Yeah, still sucks to, you know, get fucked over by somebody. Hey, at least you got a game out of it. Because they're gonna fuck you over, at least they did it after giving you a game. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't blame you. The story mode is like so minor and so not even focused on. There's just too much pussy for even you to handle. Son of a... I'm right there, not a big deal. Yeah, that's weird. I spent most of my life realizing that I don't get people and not even really trying. That's a shortcut back to where I was, so I'll go this way for now. Man, it's like every time we talk, I hear another story about your friends being like that. What the fuck? And it's weird too, because it's like, every time it's the same story, it's like, oh, I talked to this friend I haven't talked to in a while. And they were fucking dick to me for not talking to them. Now we're not talking anymore, like, it's just weird how often it's happened. That's not disparaging you. And it's weird because it's like they're getting on to you for not talking to them, so they don't want to talk to you because you didn't talk to them, so why didn't they just not talk to you?
Well,
Got an enemies to give me video, my things to use and do them. He's doing my such fucking that's guys like a bunch of shit like everything in the No, trust me. I feel you there. I feel you there.
Do you wish something forged?
Okay, nope, that's a shortcut. From the other way around. Okay, well, I guess we'll go this way. No, trust me, I know how you feel. Trust me, I get how you feel. There's been lots of times. There has been lots of times in my life, Mary, where I will be talking to somebody, a friend, a girlfriend, obviously not you, or a potential girlfriend, and I will feel like I'm the only one maintaining the conversation, and that if I didn't maintain the conversation, we would not talk. So I will not say anything for a while, and wait for them to message me, and then I will be proven correct. And it fucking hurts. Even people that I thought were, you know, my friend. I understand people are busy sometimes, but, you know, when you don't hear from somebody for a week, 2 weeks, there's honestly no excuse. Somebody can make 5 minutes to say fucking hello. You know, and even during the times... even during the times when I've been busy, and I've had a lot going on, I still message you to let you know, hey, you know, just so you know, I'm not ignoring you, I've had a busy day. So I still reached out, even if it was just for a little bit, to tell you, so you didn't just think I was fucking ignoring you. But you see the difference, right, Mary? How even when I'm busy, I still reach out to let you know, hey, I'm busy, it's not you. Instead of just, like, not talking to you. That's what I'm saying. You know, I understand that people are busy. I understand that, you know, not everybody has time to talk, but somebody can make 5 minutes to take some time to let somebody know that they're busy. It's just to let them know they care, okay? And if you tell me you don't have 5 minutes, then I just don't believe you. Or rather, I believe you, but I believe that I'm not worth it, okay? Because if you really care about somebody enough, you'll make 5 fucking minutes. Even if you're busy, just say, hey, I'm busy. And like I said, just that little thing, saying, hey, I'm busy, makes a big difference. Ah, shit. And like I said, oh wow. And like I said, I understand. I understand that people are busy. You know, I get it. I get that people are busy. I get that not everybody can be there all the time. People have lives, yada, yada, yada. That's fine. But even if somebody's busy, even if somebody has a life, if they really care about you, they can take 5 minutes out of their fucking day to just say, hey, I'm busy right now. Just to let you know they're not ignoring you. And if they try to say they can't even take that time, then they really just don't fucking care about you, honestly. And that is something that it took me so long to fucking learn. With women. Okay? Is I would always make excuses for the women in my life. Like the women I was talking to, my female friends, yada, yada, yada. I would always make excuses and say, well, they're busy, you know, they don't have the time. But what I learned, really, really simply, is that if a woman really, really wants you, wants to spend time with you, wants to talk to you, they will make the time. Doesn't matter if they're busy, they will make the fucking time. In fact, if a girl really cares about you, they will move heaven and earth to make the time. A woman who who really cares about you, will clear out her whole fucking schedule to talk to you. And I don't mean like you ask her to. I'm saying she will. Not because she has to, because she wants to. You know, so for like a long time, I kept thinking, oh, you know, I kept thinking, you know, oh, she's just busy, she doesn't have enough time for me. And then eventually I realized that that was just an excuse I was making for them, or maybe for myself, so I felt less hurt. And that the truth is, if they really cared, they would have made time. Yeah, exactly. Oh shit! Oh god! Okay, so we're just fighting giant trees now. You know, so, you know, like I said, I that's just, you know, a very painful lesson. If a woman really wants to talk to you, spend time with you, be with you, they will move heaven and earth to make it happen. So, if you're talking to this chick and she can't make time to you, then time for you, then she just doesn't care. It's something I've told my friends as well. You know, like my guy friends. Oh yeah, no, for sure. That's that, you know, it's with male friends as well. I've had people say they're my friend. Guys say they're my friend and then they can't even fucking talk to me. Be like, nah dog, you're not. Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, exactly. Okay. So that's a what? Oh, sweet, a fast travel place. Shit, well, at least I got a checkpoint right there. Oh my god. But anyway, I knew this guy, and he was my oldest friend, okay? But, oh, I'm trying to figure out the way to put it. It's a long fucking story, but I'm an autistic kid. I was an autistic kid, okay? I'm autistic, like, that's not even a joke. You know, I have Asperger's, which a lot of people don't understand what that is, but let's just say high-functioning autism, so I just tell people autism. So, over time, I have learned social graces through sheer trial and error. But as a little kid, I was incredibly socially fucking inept. Like, terribly fucking socially inept. And because I was so fucking weird, nobody wanted to be my friend. And I was viciously bullied. Even though, technically speaking, I never attended public school. I was homeschooled. I would still go outside when my schoolwork was done to try and hang out with kids and stuff, and they would treat me like shit. I would get frequently bullied, and I got my ass beat all the time. I mean, the horror stories I could tell you. So, you know, I was desperate for friends, you know? And I had this guy I thought was my friend, and his name was Adam, and he led me down a super dark fucking path. Because I was always trying to get his fucking approval. And he was always like trying to get me to do bad things, you know? Hey, why don't you do this? And it led me down a dark path. And I was friends with him. And I say friends with quotation marks because, you know, he was not a good friend. He was constantly talking bad about me behind my back. He would only be my friend when nobody else was around. Like, when he had other friends to hang out with, then he would shit on me, then he would talk bad about me, then he would hang out with me. But then when nobody else wanted to fucking talk to him, when he was fucking busy, or they were busy, then, oh man, Kieran, how you doing? You're such a great friend. And, you know, and just like years and years of fucking me over. I honestly wish that I could tell you all the times that this cocksucker screwed me over. But there isn't enough hours in the day. You know, and finally, I wisen up to his shit after years and years, because, like, it always happened the same. He would talk to me, and we would talk for a while, and we would be best fucking friends, and I'd be like, oh my god, I'm so happy you're my friend, and then he just would stop talking to me for weeks or months, and then be a fucking prick to me. For years. And I always forgave him, and my parents, you know, were telling me I should forgive him, but I was so desperate to have a friend, and it felt like he was the only friend that I had. And I compromised who I was to fit in with him. I acted differently. I treated myself differently to get his approval. And I fucking hated it. You know, and I eventually, after many years of painful betrayals, I fucking wisened up to his shit. And I promised myself then and there that I would never compromise who I was for anybody else ever again. That somebody would either like me as I was, or fuck them. I would never compromise the fit in ever again. And that's where I get my attitude that you see that I have now, where it's like, oh, you don't like me? Too fucking bad. I don't fucking care. From that, because I said, you know, somebody can't be my real friend if they don't even fucking like me for me. So I told myself, you know, that if somebody's either gonna like me for me or fuck them. You know what I mean? And I wisened up to his shit and started pushing back. And he didn't like that I pushed back. He wanted me to just be his bitch forever. And, you know, he tried to fucking... I confronted him on his shit. And he tried to fucking... goad me into a confrontation. And I refused to hit him. And then he sucker punched me and beat me. He hit me repeatedly in the face, and then I fell and hit the concrete. And he never would have done that if I had hit him first. He literally was only able to do that because he got the drop on me, because I refused to hit him. Well, you know, I hit myself up, and that was when I said, fuck him. Alright, Steph, it's good to see ya. Just a long story. This guy used to know. So, you know, he thinks that he beat my ass, but the truth is one, I could have hit him and I didn't, and two, the only reason he was able to hit me was because he caught me by surprise. And the fucking me falling and hitting the concrete did more damage to my face than he did. I don't need to prove anything to him. So, you know, I stopped hanging out with him. And, you know, plenty of years went by, and I had a random encounter with him. And he said, oh, he changed, and, you know, we can be friends and all that. And then he just told me, you know, like, he kept making fucking excuses to hang out. Even though he said he wanted to hang out. It's his fucking idea. He wanted to be friends again. Remember, okay? It was not mine. He kept saying, oh, I can't, you know, see you. I'm busy. He fucking lived like 13 minutes away from me. And then he was telling me how his other friend came over to his house, and he's not going to understand where I take that personally. You don't have time to hang out with me. But you do have time to hang out with him, and you live 13 minutes from me. You have a car that you regularly use, and you don't have time to hang out with me, but you do have time to hang out with him. And you can't see where I would take that personally. And then, you know, he would call me, and he would talk to me on fucking Discord and all that when he was busy, and he would unload and trauma dump, and then he'd exit. So I have no problem listening to my friends, but if you just come just to, like, vent and then you leave, always, then you're just using somebody as an emotional tampon, basically. You know, so I finally I told him, you know, this was earlier this year. I think it was about February. Crazy, it's almost been a year now since just February. I told him, you know, I said, I have no ill will against you. I've let, you know, bygones be bygones. But I don't have time in my life for somebody who's not going to make time for me. And I said, and you never make time for me. And I said, I do take it personally when you make time for your other friend that lives in the same area. You know, and I said, you're always there when you want something, when you need something, but you're never there for me when I need you. I said, you know, the problem with you, Adam, is you're, you know, great for Friday night. But you're not good for Saturday morning. Because, see, that's what people don't realize. People look for friends that are fun. They can have a good time with. That's the priority. No, the priority is somebody who's got your fucking back, okay? And that is some of the best advice that you will ever get in your life. And to you too, Steph, okay? You don't want the people who are fun to hang out with Friday night as your friends. You want the people that will stick around with you to clean up on Saturday morning. Anybody can be your friend when you're up, when life is good, when it's easy. It takes a real friend to be there for you for the rough stuff when you're at a hard fucking pass. So a lot of the time, people will be around friends and stuff like that, and they'll think, well, they're fun to be around. Yeah, but are they fucking dependable? And if they really thought about that, for most of these people's friends, they realize no, they weren't. And to me, if you are not dependable, if I cannot depend on you, I don't want you in my life at all. Okay? I do not believe in casual friends. I don't believe in, oh yeah, you know, we're friends, that we never see each other, okay? And I think that people use the term friends way too fucking liberally in this day and age, okay? A friend is now used as just somebody you talk to. Like, oh, I've seen this guy a couple times. He's a friend of mine. No, not really, dog. That's an acquaintance. There is a fucking difference. Or, oh, I hang out with this guy once in a while. That's not a friend, man. Okay? And we liberally use that word too much. Where friend is anyone that's not actively hostile to you. Okay? And that's why we have acquaintance. You know, you meet a person once or twice, they're an acquaintance. Somebody's your fucking bro, somebody's your buddy, they're your friend. And people get that way too fucking mixed up, okay? And in my opinion, with friends, it's all or nothing. You're not a casual friend. I'm not looking for a casual friend. I'm not, oh, you know, I'll talk to you every now and then. You're either my fucking bro, my homie, my boy, or you're just, I don't care. And that doesn't mean I actively dislike you. Obviously, if you haven't done anything to me, I have no ill will towards you. But I'm not going to have any love or respect or time for you if you're not my friend. That's what I'm saying, like. And I understand. I understand that that is not for everyone. To each their own, dealer's choice. People can choose who they want to. People can have a bunch of casual friendships if they want to. That's not me, and that's not who I am. Okay? If I consider you a friend, I would die for you. And I expect the same fucking commitment from that friend. Or just don't bother. And you don't have to expect a commitment. I just will choose not to be your friend then. Because I only have so much energy, okay? Obviously, me, you, everyone else, we have a finite pool of energy. My energy and my time is too precious to waste on people that don't care for me. So I will take the time to be there. I will take the time to talk to somebody when they're down on their luck. I will try to help somebody out when they're down on their luck. I will be there to counsel them when they need advice, when they ask for it. I will be there to try and protect somebody if they're my friend. If you're not my friend, if you're just somebody I talk to occasionally, I don't fucking owe you shit. And people, like I said, people that, use the word way too fucking liberally. Oh, everybody's my friend. No, man. Or, maybe for you, not for me. And I even take the term seriously. Don't say you're my friend if you are not going to have my back when shit gets real. Okay? Because I tell you, I'm far from perfect. I have a lot of character flaws. I'm mentally ill, obviously, and I say that with no, sarcasm. I literally struggle with mental illness. But if I call somebody my friend, I fucking mean it. I would fucking throw down for them. If somebody tried to get to my friend, they would have to go for me. It's not a term that I use fucking loosely. And I expect the same commitment. Yeah, exactly. You're my brother, man. Well, I hate to see how you treat your actual family, dog.
No. Though you're familiar. What's your name?
Tara.
Vara. I see.
This place, the terrace steps, the footpaths, these are familiar, but it's all broken. Is it real?
It's a real place that's fallen under a curse.
Am I cursed?
I don't know. But don't worry. We'll find the answers.
And you, traveller, what is your name?
Sargon.
I'm pleased to have a friend, Sargon.
Okay, so I take it very seriously. Oh God. Yeah. I take that very fucking seriously. And people, get all up in a tizzy over it. They're like, man, or I'll ask somebody point blank range, because you know me, I don't play games, I don't mince my words. Are we friends? And yeah, we're friends. And I'm like, well, we never talk. And they're like, well, I just don't talk to people that much. And I'm like, then we're not friends then. You know what I mean? And I've had people come in and say, well, we're friends, I just don't talk to people that much. Then we're not friends! You know what I mean? Or at least not what I consider friend. Okay, because this is the long and the short of it. Okay? Son of a whore. This is the long and the short of it. I know that people are busy. I know that people have lives. And I get that. I do. Okay? But if somebody cares enough, they will make time for you, which we already talked about earlier. Okay? So, if I don't hear from you for fucking weeks at a time, you are not my friend. You just aren't. And it's mystifying to me how there are actually people like that. Who consider somebody a friend and they won't even talk to them for fucking months. You know, especially in this day and age. In this day and age where you can literally reach out to somebody instantly through the power of the internet, through the power of a text message, a fucking email. That people, could make the excuse. You know what? This game lets you customize the difficulty, and I think I'm going to customize it because I think the enemies in this are too hit spongy. Like, all the enemies are taking a ton of attacks, and I'm leveled up to the actual, like, I'm leveled up to, the proper level, so I'm going to fuck with that. Yeah, there are certain circumstances, but I'm saying, how often do you really see that, Mary? Trying to let this enemy kill me so I can respawn. And everybody can choose how they are. Everybody can choose how to be. And that's fine. You don't owe me anything. But I can also choose how I am. And, actually, I'm going to tweak it some more. I can choose how I am. For me, if you don't talk to me on a semi-regular basis, we're not friends. Like I said, I don't expect you to sit there and talk to me all fucking day, every day. But I do expect you to make the time. So, I wonder if Steph is still there, if he just disappeared. He said, like, one thing. Yeah, it looks like he did. I don't know why he would fucking pop up for like 15 seconds. Oh well. Ah, fuck. Well, I hope not, man. At this point, he fucking deserves to get some. Oh man. Oh god. Even Mary's getting in on it now. That's how you know Steph is cooked. You know, and it was basically Max that came out with that shit. Or came up with that shit. And you know, it's not because Max has anything against gay people, mind you. He only does it because it pisses Steph off. And I kept trying to tell Steph that, and he doesn't listen. Okay? Like, if Steph actually was gay, he wouldn't care. You understand what I'm saying? He's just trying to get a rise out of him. I just don't want you to get the wrong impression. I think he's actually like homophobic or anything like that. He just loves fucking with Steph. That's what it is. You know, so but it's just one of those things. And see, Steph is kind of the example of what we were talking about. And why, like, I got so pissed off with him. Because I told you Silent Hill 2 Remake was important to me. Okay? Because the last Silent Hill game came out 12 years ago. Obviously, not counting the remake. I'm talking about before then, okay? So there being a new Silent Hill game, I know it's a remake, but it's, you know, a brand new game, basically. I consider a remake a new game. Some people don't count it, but I do. It was a big fucking deal for me, because I'm a huge fan. Oh god. I'm a huge fan of Silent Hill. So obviously, you know, after the series has been dormant for 12 fucking years, it's a big deal to me that they're making a new one. And I almost, you know, I would say, I would ask Steph to come over. I would ask Steph to watch my streams, is what I meant. And, you know, I wouldn't be butthurt about it though, you know? If he's like, oh, I'm busy, I wouldn't care. You know, and I'm like, oh, okay, I understand. So it's like 9 times out of 10, you know, he says, oh, I'm busy, or you tell me you're busy. I'm like, oh, okay, that's all right. You know, like, I might be a little disappointed, but I don't get, like, mad about it, you know what I mean? What pissed me off this time was I told Steph, you know, I would really appreciate it if you could show up, just for 5 minutes to my Silent Hill 2 stream at launch, you know, because he wasn't busy, and I told him it's important to me, because it was, you know, launch. I'm like, you don't have to stay for a while. You just show up 5 minutes, just, you know, show your support to the homie. And he couldn't. He bailed on me. He said he would, and then he didn't. You know, so it wasn't about how long he showed up. It was about showing up when it matters. Because I told him it was important to me. He said he would be there, and then he wasn't. So I'm trying to figure out the way to put it. You know, so you know what I mean? I would rather him have showed up for 5 minutes when it was important than be there for 2 hours when it wasn't. And then, you know, he could have avoided a lot of our problems, a lot of our issues with that, by simply saying he was sorry. But he waited like 2-3 weeks to say he was sorry. And I confronted him about it. I said, you know, if you were sorry, I feel like you wouldn't have waited so long. Because I made it very clear that I was upset with him right then and there, mind you. And he's like, oh, you know, I just have so many friends. And he's like, I don't have time. And I told him, I'm like, dude, you could have made the time if it was really important to you. And then he was like, he was talking to me after that chick dumped him. So I'm like, to me, it seems like, you know, you were saying, well, fuck me, and then now the chick dumped you and you don't have anyone to talk to, now you're sorry. Which, you know, is not, you know, I'm not talking behind his back. I've literally said everything I'm saying to you right now to him. So, I'm like, you know, so that's my problem. And that's what I'm trying to say, is like, if he had really cared, he could have made time to say he was sorry. What, it takes 5 fucking minutes? Hey, I'm sorry, I had bailed on you, you know? And the timing is just too coincidental. But I'm not really worried about that either, because I told him. Oh, sweet, teleporter. I told him, straight up, this is your last chance for me. I said, if you fuck me over again, this is your 3rd chance, I will never speak to you again. And I'm dead serious about that. He will be dead to me. So, you know, everybody makes mistakes. Nobody's perfect. But, you know, I can only, you know, bend so much. So. And I also believe in being upfront and transparent and saying this, it is what it is. You know what I mean? So, you know, he's not like wondering, he knows. You know, take for example Max. Okay? Max is in Australia. So, he's literally 15 hours ahead of us. 16 hours ahead of you. Okay? So, he's basically in the next day. Almost. He's basically in the next day. Okay, and he has a ton of other friends besides me. He's in a ton of other Discords. Like, a lot of people love Max, and I mean, they should. Okay, and yet, despite him being in a radically different time zone where he's almost in the next day, by the time I wake up at 5 a.m. on the 21st, he's in the 22nd, he always makes time for me. Always. Even if it's just a little bit to tell me that he can't show up because he's busy. He always makes time for me. I never have to wonder, you know, is he gonna ditch me? He's never fucking abandoned me. He's never, you know, I can depend on Max. You know, and he showed up. He showed up to the stream like an hour later because he actually was busy, but he apologized for that, and I understood, okay? And once again, I understood there's a difference between being actually busy and not, okay? If Steph had to go to school or he actually had something come up, I would have understood. He literally told me, hey, even though I just talked to this girl for like 2 hours before I promised you I'd come to the stream, I bailed on you so I could talk to her some more. Okay? It wasn't like something came up. It was willfully choosing, you know? Like if he had said, hey, Kieran, I'm going to be at the stream, but then, for example, I have to go help my mom, I have to go help my family, I have to go do something for school, some shit like that, I would have understood. Because life comes up. You know, and there's times when I wanted him to come up to streams before, and he's like, no, I can't, I'm busy. And I'm like, okay, I got you. And it wasn't a big deal. It was the fact that he could have shown up. And he chose not to. You know what I mean? So when Max was like an hour late to the same stream, it didn't bother me nearly as much because he actually was busy helping his family. So I got that, not, you know what I mean? And literally, I even told him, I said, you can just show up for 5 minutes, man, just to show your support. So he could have, you know, just stopped by, said hi, said, you know, I'm happy to see you, then fuck, you know, left the fucking chat, and we would have been cool. And it really struck me because I'm trying to figure out the way to put it. It really struck me, right? Because he had been especially, like, needy for my time. He was having a lot of mental anxiety issues. He would message me in the middle of the night, for me anyway, saying, oh, I'm having a panic attack, or, oh, I want a girlfriend, or, oh, I'm so lonely, and all this shit. And I routinely would get up early to talk to him, or or leave my stream to talk to him, or pause what I was doing in my stream to talk to him. So it just especially stood out to me because it's like, dude, I'm literally getting up early to talk to you repeatedly every day and altering my schedule, taking hours out of my time just to be there for you when you need me because you're having mental issues, and you can't even spare 5 fucking minutes for me on a stream when it's important and you know it's important. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, looks like we're about to have a boss fight.
Don't leave so soon. I'm always in need of new servants. world now. You will serve.
Okay, so the wolf was actually good. He was just possessed by that bitch.
Thank you, young mortal. You saved my life. I would like to show you my gratitude, but I cannot.
What do you mean?
You have triumphed over 1,000 foes, yet there is one place, deep within you, that remains beyond reach. A secret, one you cannot avoid forever. Only you can unlock it. Thank you again, Sargon. The forest and the Soma tree are safe. Now I can return to my peaceful life beneath its branches.
Health upgrade! Oh yeah! New power! And then this one. Okay, that's kind of cool. I can trap enemies in a rift and throw them out. Not sure. Oh, wait a minute, can I... Oh shit, so I can grab the bombs and throw them. Oh, that's cool.
Hi, Sargon. Lend me your eye.
And you know, Max, Max even kind of took it hard on my behalf when Steph kind of stiffed me. I was kind of surprised by that too. Because, like, you know, obviously, you know, I wouldn't want him to be happy about it. But he got really mad at Steph for stiffing me. And, like, it kind of has almost kind of permanently changed his attitude towards him. Because, like, he always goes in on stuff, like I told you, he can troll people, you know, he's a bit of a troll. And so, he would always fuck with Steph, but he started going in on Steph a lot harder after that, you know what I mean? On a level that I hadn't seen before. And, like, I didn't expect him to be happy about it, but I didn't expect him to get so angry on my behalf. Because even he thought it was bullshit, you know what I mean? Yeah, honestly, Max is probably my best friend in the whole world. Well, Max will be your friend as well. Yeah, I wonder when I'm going to be able to climb those purple spikes. But I can't, obviously I can't do it right now, so... maybe I don't need to. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate you. Tower of Silence. God damn, this map is fucking enormous! Okay, I can't go any further that way. Nope, I need whatever that is. Yeah, so it looks like that's about as far as I can go in this area, at least right now. Oh, you never know if you don't explore. Fucking archers. Oh, sweet. What?
Get out of the way. Stop. Hear me out. We should work together. Don't listen to him. It's a trick.
Goddamn, this game doesn't need them.
Come on, then.
Goddamn, this game doesn't need them.
We aren't enemies. This is a gift.
Goddamn, this game doesn't need them.
Gift. This one is too far gone. Kill him, Sargon.
Goddamn, this game doesn't need them.
What
do you mean by a gift?
God never needs to give
It's a
me.
gift to see other parts, to be given Simorg powers. We need to share this
I never
knowledge.
given him.
Nonsense.
I never given
He
him.
tricks us for the powers. Enough! Both of you are in my way.
Ah, shit. What the fuck is that? Oh shit. Sweet. Yep, I can't really go any farther this way because I can't climb those vines yet. Let's go back to the Haven.
Hi, Sargon.
Welcome.
I'll save my trip for a little bit longer.
I've come to enlighten you. As promised. Even my light cannot shine beyond the place of its beginning. Goodbye, Sargon.
And I'm just gonna continue the main path right now. Oh shit. Oh! Oh, okay. That's kind of trippy. Okay. Guess I can't go that way. Oh, guess I can't go this way either. Back up. Oh, I wonder if I can grab the enemy's projectiles.
I won't let any more of you distract me from my goal. Our goal is the same.
Oh God. Oh shit. Oh, that's level 3, wow. Thank you for watching, I really appreciate you. God, that's awesome. You still there, Mary? Mary! Or if you're tired, if you want to go to sleep, you can. You just stop talking. Seems like you're tired. I know that feels. I'd also like to plan a day to have you in my streams, in my voice chat. So, if we could try and schedule that, that'd be cool. And I'm free, free falling. Whenever I think about that fucking song now, I think about fucking Tom Cruise and Jerry Maguire singing it. I love that movie, man. I love fucking Tom Cruise in general, honestly. Probably one of my all-time favorite actors. That's definitely a situation, though, where you gotta separate the art from the artist. Because, personally, his Scientology shit is fucked up. And, like, the more you find out about Scientology, the fucking crazier it gets. Oh, Top Gun is great. It's a classic for a reason. Well, you know what I mean about the Scientology shit. I mean, it's crazy all the shit they're into, you know what I mean? It's basically like a fucking extortion racket. It's like a religion where instead of asking you to tithe, which I'm still not like super stoked about, they just ask you to pay money up front. And like if you had seen some of the awful shit Scientology has done, it's fucking crazy. Like, I thought it was bad when I started researching into Scientology, man. It was so much worse than even I fucking thought it would be. Or do you not want to talk about the Scientology stuff? Okay. Well, either way, like I said, I separate the art from the artist. He's still one of my favorite actors. Just like his sheer body of fucking work is just incredible. I mean, when you think of the amazing movies he's been in and the amazing performance he's given, where he just consistently acts amazing, like, I don't think he's ever given a bad performance, you know? I might not like every movie that Tom Cruise is in, but I like his performances in every movie he's been in, you know what I mean? Well, every movie that I've seen, at least. Like, can you think of a single like Tom Cruise movie? You're like, man, his acting is bad in the movie. I cannot. Obviously, I like some movies more than others, and there'll be movies I don't like with him in it, but his performance in it, I think, is fucking impeccable. But, you know, he has done so many good movies. He did one of my all-time favorite movies. It might actually be my favorite movie of all time. Obviously, that varies depending on my mood. But Legend, with Tom Cruise, Tim Curry, is one of my all-time favorite movies. I fucking adore that movie. I don't know if you've ever seen it. Oh my god, you gotta see that movie, Mary. I think you'd love it. I really do. It was really early in his career. Like, before he had made it big. It was 1979. So, you know, like, early in his career, but it's Ridley Scott. You know Ridley Scott, the guy who did Alien, Gladiator. You know, fucking fantastic director. But Ridley Scott didn't ever really do a whole lot of fantasy. And that was his one real big fantasy film. And Tom Cruise acts way, way, way against type because he's incredibly silent. You know, people nowadays make a meme about, you know, how Tom Cruise gets all emotional and overacts. Oh, I don't think he overacts, me personally. But, you know, he's high emotion. In Legend, he is a quiet boy who lives in the forest. He has spent his life in the woods. So he has, like, no social graces, and he seldom speaks. He has, like, maybe 30 lines in the entire movie. Okay? But his performance is so fucking great, just on what he doesn't say, and his facial expressions, that he just absolutely cinches the role. You know, and it shows that he can have stillness when the role calls for it. And he is in love with this, the town, the village alderman, I guess you could say, the village leader's daughter. And he is able to see a unicorn and touch them. See, the thing about unicorns in this world is they're literally the protectors of light against darkness. And there's like 2 unicorns left in the world. And they're literally all that prevents darkness from coming into our world. So only somebody pure of heart can fuck with a unicorn and be in its presence. You know what I mean? So basically the devil is played by Tim Curry, who, I know you know who Tim Curry is. I fucking love Tim Curry. A lot of people do. And they conspire to kill one of the unicorns. So it basically plunges the world into eternal night. And then the devil basically, or he calls himself Darkness, takes Tom Cruise's girlfriend, and he's got to make his way back while getting help from the Fae. And the whole thing is heavily inspired by Celtic lore. You know, Celtic fairy tales? Like, fairies aren't cute little pixies. They're wild creatures that are unpredictable, that have magic. And you know me, me being Irish, I love Celtic culture. And it is, God, it is a movie that is fucking amazing to look at. Okay? Because, I mean, it has to be, okay? There's a large part of the film that doesn't have dialogue. It's not like the whole movie's silent, okay? But he's quiet, and, you know, there's times when he's trying to survive, like he's making this brutal trek to the top of this mountain to get his love back. There's not a lot of dialogue. The movie speaks a lot with what's going on. And, you know, this was in 1979, and they actually filmed and made like a whole forest soundstage. Like they basically, you know, in the shots where they couldn't be in a real forest, they created a soundstage to look like a real forest. And, you know, like the top of this mountain and all these places. And this is before CGI. So, like, the goblins, the devil, are not done with CGI. They're done with practical effects. So they look fucking amazing. And, of course, this is Ridley Scott, the guy who was responsible for Alien. So, of course, his practical effects are the shit. And because the movie relied so heavily on practical effects and not CGI, which honestly, I mean, obviously it's 1979, it would have been in its infancy, the movie has aged spectacularly well because they used the real sets. They used real makeup and effects on the fairies. They used, you know, like composite shots to make the fairies look smaller compared to Tom Cruise when they were, you know, obviously just regular actors that were probably around his height. And it is a movie that is fucking breathtaking to look at. It is. There are times when just the fucking cinematography took my breath away, and that's one of the things that makes it so hard to explain about the movie, because it sounds cliched. You know, evil darkness wants to kill unicorns, boy lives in the forest. It's a bunch of tropes, but it's meant to be tropey. It's meant to be Ridley Scott's take on a classic fairy tale, like a dark fairy tale. On the surface, it's meant to be tropey. It's the execution where it shines. The acting, the cinematography, the fucking soundtrack. You know, the practical effects. So I can tell you, like, brief parts about it, but I can't really convey to you what makes the movie fucking special. And, you know, it really is like stepping into a dream and a nightmare. And, you know, it bombed at the box office. That's why most people haven't heard of it. That's why you probably haven't heard of it. Because it didn't do well at the box office for one reason or another, who can say. But it's gained a huge cult following. Because it is such a great fucking film. You know, and we'll have to watch it one of these days. And we'll have to make sure to watch the right version, because one of the reasons why it didn't get a warm reception on, one of the reasons why it didn't get a warm reception when they first showed it off is because they edited the movie. The fucking distributors edited the movie. They took out key scenes. They rearranged parts of the plot against the director's wishes. And they changed the soundtrack and cut like a big part of the movie. And so there, like, one of the complaints that like film critics had was like, there are certain parts of the movie that just don't have an explanation. And that wasn't a fault of the movie, that was a fault of the fucking American studios, because Ridley Scott is British, re-editing it. And then, you know, they did basically the director's cut of Legend, that put it back the way it fucking should have been, with the original soundtrack, the original scenes, you know, and that's the one that I have on DVD, because it's not on Blu-ray. So, you know, it's important if you do watch Legend that you watch the right version.
I hope you like danger, Sargon. The god trapped here is more than evil.
And in fact...
Doesn't matter. If this creature...
In fact, Ridley Scott is pretty much the reason why director's cuts exist. Like, I'm not kidding, okay? Ridley Scott is a very bold, very visionary man. He likes to not play it safe. He likes to have risky movies. And he's really daring in what he does, not even like just trying to be controversial. He always strives for ambitious productions. Whatever he does, he's going to do it to 100 million degrees. And so because he's so visionary and ambitious and, you know, tackles topics that people would think are controversial, studio executives wanted his movies, because obviously they reviewed well, but they wanted them to do well financially, even though it meant altering the course of the movie. So repeatedly, they would just butcher his fucking movies and edit them and take out scenes and chop them up into pieces. And, you know, like, sometimes not even just to remove content, but just because, like, he makes a lot of long movies. But his movies are long because they have a lot of shit going on. They're not long because they're padded out. Like, his movies are justifiably long. So they would cut his movies, they would rearrange it, they would take out the things they deemed controversial. And he got fucking sick of it. So it was his idea to go back for Blade Runner, put it the way it was originally meant to be put, because he's just like, well, you guys cut the movie down because it was too long, you guys did this. He's like, well, now the movie's on the DVD or VHS, whatever, this is the 80s, I can re-edit it the way I want to, and nobody will fucking care. It's not being in theaters, you don't have to worry about the censorship. And so he re-edited Blade Runner, and the fucking director's cut of Blade Runner, he called it director's cut because it was the way he wanted it to be, was hugely successful. And obviously now is Blade Runner, I'm sure I don't know if you've seen Blade Runner, I'm certain you've heard of Blade Runner, is considered to be one of the fucking greatest films of all time ever, and it's the director's cut version. Because the changes and the cuts and shit that they made in theaters to Blade Runner were fucking terrible. They cut half the film out, like they shelved the runtime by like half. They moved key plot scenes out. They added a stupid fucking narration because they thought the audience wouldn't be smart enough to understand what was happening, even though the movie clearly conveyed what was happening. They just thought the audience was stupid, and they didn't even want to add it. Like, Harrison Ford hated the changes they made. And he almost walked out of the film because, you know, so in the original Blade Runner, the theatrical cut, the movie was half as long as it should have been. All kinds of characters didn't get fully fleshed out because their scenes got cut. There were big-ass plot threads hanging open because, remember, they cut out half the movie. So, and they had tons and tons of narration over scenes that were not needed because you could understand what the fuck was going on. And Harrison Ford almost walked out of the film over it because he hated it because they dragged it down. And so he didn't want to do it. They legally forced him to do the narration, so you can tell he's like not interested in it. So it's not even good narration, you know what I mean? They basically held him at gunpoint. So, you know, the director's cut restored the length of the film to the length it should have been, added the good stuff back, got rid of the shitty fucking narration, and it's the way the film was meant to be seen. And it was so popular that they allowed Ridley Scott to go back to his other films, because obviously they fucked over a lot of them, and then director's cut became a thing. He is basically the reason why we have fucking director's cuts. And they keep doing it to him too, okay? Like Kingdom of Heaven. I don't know if you've ever seen Kingdom of Heaven. Super great movie. Orlando Bloom, Liam Neeson, set in the Holy War and the Third Crusades. That movie is like 4 hours long. Okay? The editors thought, oh no, this is too long for theaters. So they cut it down to like 2 hours, and fucking vast portions of the film are fucking missing. So when the movie came to theaters, it got trashed by critics because they're like, oh my god, these characters are rushed, there's missing plot scenes, obviously, yada yada yada. And when he did the director's cut on DVD or Blu-ray or whatever, and he added the scenes back, people raved about how good the movie is, and it's now considered to be one of the best, like, medieval knight movies ever made. You know, it's like there are some people that pad out a movie. Ridley Scott just has a lot of characters and a lot of stuff going on that needs to be explained, like Alien. Okay, now Alien. You've seen Alien, right? I'm sure you've seen Alien. You know the original Alien. You know 70, 77, I think. Sigourney Weaver. God never give me to the needum. God never give me to the needum. God never give me to the needum. That. God never give me to the needum. God never give me to the needum. That is a key example of what I'm talking about. Okay? That movie takes a really long time to get down to business. Okay? Nobody dies in that movie until over an hour in to like a 2-hour movie. And you're, a good ways into the movie before the titular alien even pops up. Now, some people, lesser directors, lesser actors, might think, oh man, they're waiting so long. God, get right to it. Get the kills. Get all that. But that build-up is really fucking important. You learn all about the cast and the crew. All about the situation they're living on. All about the world they're living in. And the dialogue. And that's one of the reasons why people love... Excuse me. That's one of the reasons why people love the cast of Alien so much. Dallas, Ripley. I forget the name of the other ones, but I know them. Because they take the time to flesh out the characters. Because they build up to the alien popping up. It's not just a ooh. And if they were to cut out all the scenes showing the characters and the world and all that, and just get down to business, the movie would be nowhere near as good as it was. You know, whereas in a lot of horror nowadays, they feel like they absolutely have to have kills every 5 minutes. Right away, because the audience might get bored.
Ejdaha. If Ejdaha holds the secret for a second chance to save her son, then I'm going in.
No mortal has ever entered. Proceed only if you're really certain, Sargon.
You know what I'm saying? It's the build-up. And it's not just what happens in a horror film between the kills, it's what happens between them. You know, like, okay, Scream. I know you've seen Scream. You've seen all the Scream movies. You love Scream. I love Scream. We all scream for Scream. I scream. But, and you know as well as I do, that Scream doesn't shy away from kills. Or kill count. You know what I mean? But, the important thing about Scream is that they take a lot of time between the kills to actually flesh out the story, the town, the characters, the backstory. You know, when people think about Scream, they think about Gale, Sidney, Dewey. And if they just skipped right to the murders and didn't take any time to talk about what's going on or anything like that, then, there would be, it wouldn't be nearly as loved. When somebody died in Scream, you were upset. It mattered, you know what I mean? And obviously, yeah, it's a lot harder to do a horror movie like that. Sorry, my anxiety is... It is much harder to make the audience care. About the victims, but that's what separates a good horror movie from a great horror movie. Have you seen John Carpenter's The Thing, Mary? Oh wait, that's right. Yeah, I remember that. I couldn't activate that. Fuck. Okay, well, we gotta watch that sometime. That's probably my favorite horror movie of all time. Okay, have you seen the Hostile movies? Or, I'm sorry, Hostel. I've never heard of that. Have you seen the Hostel movies, Mary? No, I guess they're not gonna let me out until I finish this area then.
scared me.
Oh, thank fuck.
Hi, Sargon.
Welcome.
Boom, 4 potions, bitch. Yeah, I'm gonna go do this side quest. Fucking anxiety. Really, bro?
Rajan was here. Let's end this once and for all.
Nate, maybe Rajan can be persuaded. Let's talk first.
Strike first, ask questions later. That's her favorite method.
Well, whatever happens, I'll have your back.
And I'll have yours. We may be in this for the long haul. Are you still with me?
Oh shit, another power. 1 second. I'm gonna end the stream real quick. I'll be right back.